My name is Bernard Brennan. I own and run Amethyst Farm here in Amherst. I'm part of Transition Amherst. We're going to do just some quick introductions. Thank the town for the room, and then we'll mostly hear from what I think is a really innovative model of a joint consumer-producer local food co-op, which makes it really easy for consumers to buy, really easy for producers to sell. It's that joint cooperation of consumers and producers which is really attractive, as well as sharing the risk.
I'm Tina Clark, and I live in North Amherst, and learned about this model when I was out doing a Transition Towns training in Worcester, Ohio, and they said, you got to come see our local store and cafe that we've created. And I was so impressed by the creativity, the high prices that producers were able to get, and they keep 90% of the sales price that they set themselves. They choose what they want to put in the store. So it gives producers a lot of control. And then cooperatively, the community has been able to create a store so that all kinds of producers and manufacturers are able to sell their goods at a lower cost and yet get more of the profit. So Transition Amherst is a group of neighbors who are working together to help our community think of all the ways that we could transition away from our dependencies, our dependence on cheap energy, our dependencies on sources of energy that are causing health damage and damage to the environment, and also transitioning away from our economic dependency on all things global. In the old days, you know, people imported, but not so much. Now we're so dependent. And how can we return to more of a resilient local economy, more local energy that we produce ourselves, higher efficiency operations in everything we do, more local food, and community well-being by knowing our neighbors so that in times of emergency, we're there for mutual help. So now we've got to really think creatively about how we can maintain a high quality of life, maybe even have a better life by our creative activities together. So this model of a local cooperative where producers and consumers together create and revive a marketplace for local entrepreneurs of all kinds to sell their goods really struck a chord for some of the values that we care about in the transition movement and as neighbors with each other. How do we then create a local economy where we can produce more of our essentials so that as different kinds of turbulence hit, whether it's weird freak storms or economic challenges, we know that we can get a lot of what we need closer to home.